you will not be able to differentiate if it's a human or not. So that's common. That's common. I just feel like we still want like a real communication, real people. That's me. I would never go to automatic checkout in superstore or something. Like I like to deal with real people, with live people.
I'm here with Alex Auto, and we are here to talk cars, financing, and all things auto. Alex, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
To ask, what first drew you to the auto industry, specifically in finance?
I came as a salesperson, and naturally I wanted to be something bigger, something more complex. And finance is like evolution in this case. So yeah, it's nice to be able to not only sell but also build your deal and lead customer from the start to the end, to the very end when he is or she's happy, leaving the dealership in the car they dreamed about, including the finance, of course, which is the most complex part. So yeah, I've been dreaming about it, and after almost 5 years in sales, I've been offered finance position.
You've shared with me before your journey here, that you can relate to the importance of money.
As it's a huge financial investment, and you take in risk when you're buying a car. Some people buying cheap cars, some people buying like super expensive cars, but in both cases it's pretty noticeable amount of money, right? So if you're doing everything right, you can make a good decision and have a good deal. And for the next years you will be driving the car you like or don't like every day, and you can have a happy basically driving experience and affordable financing or payment, or if you're buying with cash, just happy spending. Or you can feel that you made a mistake daily and you're driving a car which you hate, plus you can have a financial burden, right? Which pulls you down, not raising you up.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex, how have you seen the auto finance industry change over the last 5 years?
Well, it's definitely more competitive, I would say. And with economy is not perfect nowadays. Everyone is trying to save money. Everyone's started thinking about savings and better financial terms and lower interest rates. If they made a right decision, can they refinance the vehicle, for example, if they had a higher interest rate, et cetera, et cetera. Because we've been through a lot for the last 5 years, and been through COVID and different government and United States and economy and everything. So all of that affects finances of people, right? So that's basically where we're at right now, and people still need cars. People still need live their lives, doing their business, and just daily driving didn't go anywhere. But everyone trying to save some money and cut unnecessary expenses. That's what I see right now.
That's right. Yeah, and as a finance manager, I imagine you see a lot. What do you think some of the misconceptions are that people have of someone in your role, the finance manager in an auto dealership?
Unfortunately, not every dealership is the same. Not every finance manager is the same. Unfortunately, in this business, you need to be careful, because it's very easy to sign the documents that are not perfect for you. So I wouldn't say it's a misconception, but the finance manager always knows a lot of things which regular people don't do every day, as well as banking information and terms and conditions which are changing every month, right? So I would say it's not a misconception, but probably my advice would be just learn yourself as much as you can before you sign something. read what you sign in and ask questions and find the person, professional, and dealership we should trust.
100%. I mean, these finance terms are incredibly complex. How do you guide them through that?
Just trying to be as simple as possible. I wouldn't say it's super complex and hard. It just, it's like a dark side. You just never thought about it like this. Usually people think, okay, my payment is, $200 bi-weekly, so I will multiply by 2 or $400 a month, which is not. And usually people don't take into account that you have insurance, you have some other expenses, you have service, and cost of ownership is not just a payment, right? So usually I'm just trying to be as straightforward as possible, and I'm always asking people to ask questions. Yeah, that's kind of basics, because it doesn't matter what's the interest rate if the complete payment or the total cost of ownership is way more than you can afford or you want to be at. That's basically main things.
Yeah,
the price of the vehicle, the interest rate, the term, and the transparency of the process and the contract.
So if you have a deal that falls through, what's the root of it?
There are plenty of reasons. It can be a credit score, it can be the overall credit, it can be, just vehicle doesn't match the credit. Sometimes people just change in their mind. They sign the paperwork, then the next day they coming back and like, you know what, like I've changed my mind. I need a cheaper vehicle, or I need something else. You can expect anything.
So what are the questions that you ask up front so that you properly understand what a person can qualify for?
Usually before I send the application, we basically going through every single question verbally. And I'm trying to get as much information as I can, basically to see the process from the client side, right? I'm trying to maybe a little bit judge about what would be the right choice in this case. And then I'm telling my thoughts to the customer. Then again, we're going by what can we do? If not, then why? Or quite often I see, especially with the newcomers, like people want way more vehicle than they can afford. And if I anticipate that it's gonna be a problem in 6 months or in a year, which is, 90% of time, then I will try to convince them to go a different route.
In your mind, what's the smartest question a buyer can ask before they sign the deal?
If I'm the buyer and I'm just coming to a dealership, then my first question is not to ask financial questions, but basically questions about the vehicle, right? Or the questions I have in mind. For example, if I came to the dealership specifically for the car, which I found online somewhere, always ask the question about the price, like all-in price, and what are the fees and stuff. Plus, I would go through vehicle history report, plus vehicle service history, right? And when I know everything about the vehicle, then we can start talking about, process and financing and numbers, because numbers doesn't make any sense if you don't love the vehicle, or it's something that you don't need.
That's true.
Yeah, because quite often you see the beautiful picture online, and it turns completely different situation when you at the dealership looking at it and touching it, and after test drive you just hate it, for example, right?
Right.
So that's the big thing. So always touch it, ask the questions, test drive it, and then make decisions. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about trends. So I want to talk about trends in interest rates, lender programs, payment plans. What are you seeing shaping the market right now?
Right now, the interest rates are going down. The Bank of Canada set the low rate, so we expect the rates to go down in automotive business as well. So it's a good buyer's market, but in the same time, it's a period of time when everything changes, and we're past middle of 2025, so 2026 models are coming with the new incentive programs. So it's interesting time because you still can get 2025 with a huge discounts, for example, or you can hunt for a 2026 model, which is more expensive, less discounts. And very often I see that, and this is actually my life hack trick. I'm always buying the vehicle that is previous year model because it's cheaper significantly, but it's the same car essentially. So if you can save by buying brand new vehicle, which is 2025 or even 2024, why would you pay tens of thousands more, right?
Right.
In terms of financing, we will definitely see a switch. I think the interest rates will be going down further.
And what would you warn people about?
Just some impulse decisions, quick, passion, emotional decisions.
Right.
But again, you never know. I would say don't buy anything with if you have 15 minutes of time, just spend a little bit of time, test drive few brands, few models. Don't listen to some people around, maybe even friends, because often I see that the information people asking me is completely opposite to truth, right? It's irrelevant. I would say if you're looking for the vehicle, make a list. Try to work a list. So if you're looking for SUV, for example, 3-row SUV, try to search what brands and what models would fit your budget.
Right.
What kind of engine do you want? Some people don't care about the engine, but at the same time, everybody when you need to pass someone on the highway, it's easy and doable, not just struggling to.
That's right.
If it's a used vehicle, it's always about the money. Whatever everyone says, it's still about the money. So if you see a good deal and you see that you compare the prices and it's a clean vehicle history, clean Carfax report, no major accidents, the vehicle is active, which is a huge thing for me, for example, I wouldn't recommend to buy a rebuild status.
Right.
And we don't do that, for example, in our company.
I guess I'm curious too, in your industry, how digital tools have shaped what you do.
It's funny. We just had a meeting today with our team, and we had an online meeting, quite a long one, interesting. So AI is coming to the game. Nowadays, AI can talk to the customers online, can send the text messages, answer the questions, ask the questions, even build a full credit application for you, right? So I think we're on the verge of changing things a lot. Plus, follow-up, it's a huge problem for everyone, even, for me, for anyone in the business, because if you have, a couple thousand of names in your system or your old customers, you just don't have time to keep in touch, right? You don't have time to follow up.
Right.
With AI, it's the things we saw today, it's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it's answering that you will not be able to differentiate if it's a human or not. So that's coming. That GPT chat thing is learning and getting smarter every day. So yeah, even today already, a few dealerships in our automotive group using that AI. So that's cool. I think in a year or two, when you inquire about anything, when you want to buy something or some services or goods, basically we will be talking to robots.
Wow.
So that's coming, yeah.
Wow. And you said they're fairly intuitive.
Absolutely, and they don't get sick, tired, it's just immediate reaction, and that thing can lead the conversation with couple thousand people in the same second. So way better than us, yeah.
Okay, so you're seeing the positives of it. Are there any negatives for the buyer who's looking to maybe apply?
You're right. The positives are for business. It's definitely nobody will stay, unnoticed. Like, I felt bad, for example, yesterday and I didn't call my customer, or if I get something.
Right.
Computer doesn't forget anything, right? So it's way better in this matter. The bad, I just feel like we still want like a real communication, real people. That's me. I would never go to automatic checkout in superstore or something, like I like to deal with real people, with live people. Just I hate this self-checkout. I don't know. I still believe there is a place for real communication, live people.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex, do you think online-only financing will ever fully replace in-person financing?
I don't think so. The big part can be replaced for sure. And I see it's already happening with AI and all this stuff. The machine collects the information from the messenger, and then you have the full conversation. And after asking, 10 questions, you can have a fully complete credit application. So then you just need a consent from the customer and send it. However, financing is way more complex than just fill up the application and just send it. You need to read the bureau, you need to understand what's going on right now. Very often, even if I see the credit is not that good or even bad, but I see the real story behind it, like what's happened, why, what's going on, what's happened here or there, you can still overturn and make it right, make it work. Right. Like I'm calling the bank every day. You call in the bank, you're talking to the rep, you're talking to the credit professionals at the bank side. You're going through all the, yes, pros and cons, yes and no's, the story for the customer, and then they're taking a decision based on what you see and what they see, right? It's not just a dry numbers or information. So I still believe in future there is a place for finance managers.
Good. I would say, yeah, you just like you said before, you can't replace that human touch and that human understanding, that human intuition. I think it is so valuable, especially in the sales process when you talk about people and trust. What new compliance and data security challenges are you paying attention to these days?
So the biggest one nowadays is ID verification. The huge amount of frauds are happening in Canada, and I couldn't believe the numbers when I saw them. And now we're getting the emails from every single bank with like, hey, please be careful. This is what happened. This is what we offer. This is the process we trying to build here and there. So almost every lender will be implementing kind of like ID verification thing. We already have it as a physical part of the contract, but the digital is coming. Digital is coming. So I don't know yet how it's gonna be, working, how it looks like. Many like lender portals, they already have this ID verification. They just slowly pushing it. So we will see it very soon. I think everywhere. Yeah. So
what is one piece of advice you give new finance managers entering this role?
Don't rush. I would say don't rush, and don't think anything you do is invisible, because it's just a matter of time when you will be responsible for what you do. And for what are you basically doing for people. That's why I focus on customers first, and then selling products and additional stuff.
Right.
It's not just about sales, it's also about service. So people are coming back, and repeat customers are the best customers ever.
That's true. It's true. And if you do your job well and with heart, I think you do have those people coming back to you.
I would say, 80% of my business is referrals. Yeah.
That's a great number. When you're negotiating with lenders, Alex, what has been the most critical skills that you've learned over time for success?
You need to be straightforward. Honesty is a huge thing because the credit specialist on the bank side, it's also human, right? So if they believe you, if you're telling the real information, the truth, they will always help. They will always try to help and find the ways, and they always know more than you do. So because my side is selling cars and doing the financing at the dealership side, as a seller side. Their side is to buy, right? Like, so they buy in deals. This is their business, and they want those deals, but they don't want like bad deals or bad paper, bad information that's gonna turn as a bankruptcy or something, or like repossession of the vehicle. So they want customer to pay. They want more deals. Of course, they like to make money, as everyone does. They want to be absolutely confident in their contracts, and they're doing thousands of them. So you probably know we had a BMO automotive, so they've been doing the car loans. Not anymore. So it's quite dangerous if you buying like not the best deals. And then at the balance, because you're doing thousands of them, right? Like it comes to the point when you check in and you're not doing good at all, and it's millions or billions of dollars. So I would say, and again, this is just my thinking, the cleaner the paper, the better information, the more honesty, the better the results always for everyone.
Okay. If you could change one thing about how auto financing in the industry and how it's done, what would it be?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's a lot of pressure as well, because you're also forced to basically, sell. Again, I sell if I believe in product. I sell if I like what I do. It's not everywhere. It's not always even possible, because your life depends on it as well. What I mean by that is like you need to feed your family as well. You need to make money, right? You cannot just give everything to everyone for free, which is also impossible, right? Like this is business. So yeah, I mean, in another life, probably zero interest for everyone. So that's the only thing. Sometimes I see people, customers with not the best terms, but they have to take it because the credit is not good. And sometimes I see customers coming to me and they have like 29.9% interest rate. So you want to help, but then you're reading the credit history and it's impossible. Because people just not educated enough. They just, oh, I'm writing off this credit card, but it's $500 only. Why would you do that, And so many little mistakes just because people are not well educated. I would say it also allows many finance managers to make money, right? But in the same time, I think what I would change if I could, just do more finance education, maybe at schools. If you have a credit card, make sure you paid it, right? Like it's some little things. Yeah.
That is beautiful. I think we need more education on credit management
100%.
Across the board.
Yeah.
And so I love that you go over that with people and you explain things, and I'm sure they leave more equipped than they came in, certainly if they don't leave with a vehicle.
Usually they do. And I just had the same situation today.
Yeah.
And we had to postpone the deal for a couple months because they just maxed out on credit cards, and the credit score is going down and the credit utilization is 102%.
Wow.
But again, this is just $1,000.
Right.
So pay out the credit cards, come back with better situation, with better start, and you can get a better deal with better banks and better terms and conditions.
Right. How do you stay motivated when you're trying to meet these sales targets, but also, people just actually sometimes need education in the credit management department? How do you reconcile that? and stay motivated?
I'm a little bit lucky in this case because I don't have my targets. I'm like self-manager, I don't know. But again, I need to make a living, so this is my motivation to basically stay motivated with the customers. Unfortunately, I'm also a human, so I'm getting upset and, depressed and stressed. Not every customer is easygoing. Not every customer is, helpful and friendly. Some people, they want to fight you because they don't like what they see. Unfortunately, you have to tell the uncomfortable truth, right? And unfortunately, sometimes the only way to get a vehicle, well, that's the only interest rate you got approved on, right?
Right.
You need to fix your life, you need to fix your financial situation, and then we can do better. So I'm not successful 100% of time. Sometimes I'm like coming home and I'm like, okay, I need rest.
I'm going to loop back to AI and innovation. What is the biggest leap in innovation you've seen apart from AI in the auto industry?
When I just started in 2018, nobody even used a Facebook marketplace, for example. Nobody advertised on Facebook. And when I came first to our internet manager at our dealership, he was laughing, oh, nobody sells cars on Facebook. I'm like, well, I'm getting like 4 or 5 deals a month just on Facebook. And nobody listened to me. So I was just doing my thing. In a year, I think it was 2019, like almost everyone already posted on Facebook. We still had a Kijiji. You remember Kijiji?
I do.
So I think now it's almost gone, right? So this technological, I would say, jump forward, it was so quick. And now, like AutoTrader, for example, for probably last 5-7 years, AutoTrader was huge. It was like the only platform. Now it's going down. Dealerships canceling AutoTrader and they move into different platforms or just doing their own advertising, right? So the websites, they become more complicated. We have an AI, we have like automatic messengers and credit applications. So everything is getting more complicated, quicker, faster, more social media. Now you can sell on Instagram, now you can sell on, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, and all these platforms. And we're getting new ones almost, every year, maybe even quicker.
Yeah.
So everything going online, more. So I would say now it's not enough just to be a good talker. You also need to be profound in technology as well. Yeah, you unfortunately, or fortunately, you need to learn, things which you never used before to be successful.
Definitely. Resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that human resourcefulness is still active and at work.
Well, my daughter, she's 14 years old and she's so much better and quicker than me in all this stuff, She's like, how can you not do this? Like, how can you not know this? I'm like, well, what is that? Oh, look, boom, done. I didn't know about it.
Tell me what your favorite vehicle is and why.
Oh, I have so many. Depends on what category.
I would say the adventure.
Adventure? Then it's definitely an SUV for me.
Okay.
SUV and probably a 3-row SUV right now. Even though I just have one kid, it's still always not enough place, not enough space.
Yeah.
And if you're an active, you're going and doing some, sports and hiking, biking, skiing, something, you always need space. I really love the Grand Cherokee. In terms of value, it's such a good value. It's hard to beat in terms of quality, materials quality, sound systems. So it's a nice daily driver. I would say if I would have a higher budget, I would go with maybe BMW X5. Love those cars as well. If you have more money, you can go with the same X5, but with a M on the front. That's completely different beast. Super quick, nice. I love the Dodge Durango. It's like a classic, American muscle. And I would probably go with SRT. So big V8, still love this rumble and noise.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that would be my choice probably. But there are so many good cars in the world that, you cannot stop.
That's right. So Alex Auto, what is hot on the lot? If I'm going to come to the lot, I'm going to check out a vehicle. What vehicle do I need to see on the lot today?
Depends on the type. Would you like a minivan, SUV?
No, I want something fast.
Something
and
fast?
Fun.
Big or small?
Big.
We have a really nice Durango SRT with a supercharger installed aftermarket.
I'm happy to be talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.